back on this
shitty,
rainy Tuesday morning.
The hair's messed up.
What's wrong with your hair?
No, yours.
What the fuck's wrong with my hair?
I'm just kidding. The rain messed it up a little bit.
What
are you drinking today?
Maxwell instant coffee. It's terrible.
Oh, Maxwell, I should have made you a coffee. I got those K-Cups. I thought you came in here with something special in there. Instant coffee.
Bro, can't you tell the greasy ass mug? This is not a good goal. It's not nice.
Oh my lord. I'm drinking that. Rockstar, yeah.
Is that sugar free?
No, this one is little sugar, light vanilla, light sugar. So it's not bad.
Interesting.
Caffeinated coffee. But
let's get into it.
No, we're first going to talk about that jacket.
How fresh is that?
That's retro.
90s rapper swag right here.
That's some Nelly country grammar
Give
stuff.
me a Band-Aid.
Woo!
Like LL Cool J. Can't lift out my boombox.
But luckily the card that we talked about last week, it was a hard next anyway. But
Brady catching all kinds of L's. You guys should have called him out in the comments for that. This guy had all the cards pulled up. He had a card from this week pulled up for last week. UFC China. Let's talk about that real quick. Get it out of the way. But I don't want to talk about it. Oh, actually, we should do this past weekend's fights first.
I'll just say it's a hard next.
It's a hard next.
Andrade probably going to win.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
You have your winner.
All right. This past weekend's fights. Do you want to start with Bellator?
Yeah, start with Bellator.
Vitaly Minakov, yeah, came back and got a win since he got screwed over.
The dude he fought had 48 hours notice. Okay, they're like, let's fly out Scottie Pippen. Let's bring out some 60-year-old man hasn't done shit in a year and a half. Like, holy, like what did they just pull a name out of a hat? Who is that guy? Did you see the guy?
No.
It looked like one of those, those strong men, like
that worse than what Jack Swagger fought.
You know those old school, like posters with the dude with the giant dumbbell in his hand with the weird mustache. It looked like that guy, but bald.
Oh shit!
It was some greasy fuck.
Oh no, he fought Timothy Johnson.
Correct, ass cheeks Johnson.
You know he came into Bellator from the UFC.
Ass cheeks Johnson.
Yeah.
I don't care. He's never getting talked about again on this show.
He got cut.
He should be cut from fighting. You see the way he went to sleep? Holy, 48 hours. Why would you even take the fight on 48 hours notice?
I don't know.
Bum.
Not much going on this week though, but we do have the pound for pound best fighter.
Hold on, bro. We got a lot more fights on the Bellator card.
It's still Bellator.
So they had 14 fights and 14 of them were finishes. That's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
They said it's the most violent card in mixed martial arts history.
That's crazy.
So Minakov gets his win back after the controversial Congo loss. Nick Newell.
Oh, Nick Newell did get a win.
Was on a one-fight contract with Bellator, and he got the job done. I think it was second round rear naked choke.
Yeah.
Here's my thoughts with Nick Newell. How the hell does the man ever land a punch? Like, it's not a surprise what hand he's going to punch you with. How do you ever get hit by a guy with one hand? Think about it.
He hits you with the other thing too.
I don't know, bro. Can you imagine like fighting a dude with one hand? It's like, which hand's he gonna hit me with? The one that has a hand on it. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude. It's just, to me, it's like, okay, you shouldn't be this guy's boxing. It shouldn't be as effective as it is. He does kind of throw the stump,
but it's totally like,
I don't know, man.
It's different, right?
I feel like a lot of people feel bad fighting him. It's like, this guy's like handicapped.
But imagine losing to him.
Holy shit. You would never live it down.
He's like 17-1.
No, isn't he 17-2?
Yeah, 17-2. It's a good record.
It is good, but he hasn't fought, when he fought the best, he fought Justin Gaethje and he got blasted.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, the optics on it, like, watching a dude that has I don't want to say he has a handicap, but it's a handicap. Like, watching a dude that has an issue like that, it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look like a fair match. You know what I'm saying? The optics of the people will probably turned off of that. It's like some fucking intergender shit that Henry Cejudo's trying to do. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like,
yeah.
Anyway, shout out to Nick Newell. Very happy he's gonna get a shot now because he's on a one-fight contract. So they should give him that was like a tryout kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna get a good deal.
It's kind of pathetic. They bring in so much worse people, and it's like, you're 16-2. We're gonna sign you, but you have one arm, so we're only gonna give you one arm.
Yeah, it's not fair at all.
At least the guy's doing good.
He's competing. Yeah, he's doing well.
So rude.
If he gets let's say he gets a 3-fight contract, I guarantee he wins 2 of those fights.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, next we had Austin Vandervoort, aka Mr. Van Zant. Did you watch the fight?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Did you see the highlights? Okay. Well,
I didn't even know he fought.
Jesus, Brady. It was actually a solid Bellator card.
Yeah.
So Vandervoort, he moved up to the middleweight. It was his first fight at middleweight. He's like 5'10", 5'11", so he's pretty short for middleweight, but he's thick. Personally, I wasn't really impressed. Like, yes, he had a dominant finish, so like basically, when it was stand up, he was getting out kickboxed. Like he was getting kicked in the stomach, hit with 1-2s, like clean shots. But then he would just double leg the guy to pick him up, slam him, and just like did some chill and like ground and pound. I guess like I'm just not. That's not my style. Like I don't like watching that. Like he had a dominant win, but what didn't impress me because it's very one dimensional. You know what I mean? It's like Khabib. It's like, yeah, he's great at what he does, but he never gets outside of that box of tools.
He's boring.
He's got to open his game up. He's got to learn how to do some other things. And then the main event. Did you watch see any of the main event?
I seen the knockout. Yeah. I guess something about the mouthpiece.
So the first round, for the first 4 minutes of the round, Mitro's just peppering this guy. Like, he's not doing damage because he's just like working the combination.
Yeah, he more is the hitting.
Yeah. And he's not getting touched at all. And then about a minute or two left in the round, his mouthpiece just falls out of his face. And it's not molded. He didn't mold the mouthpiece. He left his mouthpiece back home and he had to get some quick mouthpiece quickly, so it fell out of his face. Then 10 seconds later it happened again. And then it just started bothering him. It was like messing up. So he had to clench his teeth to like hold it down so he couldn't really focus on the fight. And then it happened a third time and the ref's like, do it again and we're taking a point. So he finally had to just bite down his mouthpiece. Second round comes around. First round, Mitro was winning, and he started losing a little bit because of the mouthpiece. I still would give it to Mitro. Second round, Mitro's mouthpiece falls out. He has to keep fighting because the other times he would stop and look at his mouthpiece. And he got hit with the right hand and dropped and then banged out. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Both of their fights have been weird. The first one kicked at the balls. And then
they shouldn't fight each other.
No, I think there'll be a trilogy fight because that was so odd. Like, it was a weird situation. It sucks, man. I thought Matt Mitro was looking really good. He's 41 years old, though. Where does he go from here?
Although he's a name in Bellator, so he'll get a main event slot. Maybe a trilogy. Trilogy sell, at least. So
that's pretty much it for that card. Sergei Kovalev versus Anthony Yarde, WBO light heavyweight championship. What'd you think?
And shout out to Mike from Crawford Packaging. But you're like, what the hell?
Shout out to Mike.
It was a good fight. Actually, it was like at 1 or 2 in the afternoon. It was my grandma's birthday, and I'm walking into a bar, and I see Kovalev on the big screen. No one in there.
That's hilarious.
And it's at the Roxbury.
Oh shit, greasy! All you can eat wings.
Yeah, and then I went there, and they're sitting there playing, and there's like these 3 old men, like, oh shit, this is good.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting outside. Ray's like, we're going outside to eat. I'm like, hell, we not. And it was a good fight.
So, first of all, the undercard fight, Makabu versus Papin. Makabu's an African. It was cruiserweight. Is it African? Like, he's from the Congo, and then Papin's Russian. Holy fuck. That could be fight of the year. That was insane. I knew if it was close, Makabu was going to get robbed fighting in Russia against a Russian, undefeated, up-and-coming fighter. Luckily, he dropped him twice. But the judges still did him dirty. One of them gave it a draw.
Dirty.
Gave him a draw. So that was kind of whack. And the other 2 gave him like 1-point victories. Either way, if you want to check out a good fight, go watch Makabu versus Papin. Crazy. All out war. Now the main event. Anthony Yarde, up and coming light heavyweight.
18-0.
17 knockouts. Hadn't really fought anybody. Sergei Kovalev has been kind of up and down since the Andre Ward situation. He'll win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. But he's still good. He's still very technically sound, hits hard as shit. So I thought Anthony Yarde was biting off a little more than he can chew. It was too much of a step up in competition. I don't know. Like, the thing is, how much of the fight did you watch?
Alright, I got in there a second round.
So you saw that round 7 and 8? So Kovalev probably won the first 6 rounds. Maybe Anthony Yarde took 1 or 2 of them, but they were like nothing. Nothing really happened. Round 7, Anthony Yarde comes out of nowhere, just blasts him. And then round 8 almost knocks him out cold. And then after that, he literally just killed his whole gas tank. I think I saw some glaring weaknesses. His defense is lacking. He can't defend the jab. His left hand is too low. Like he tried to do a shoulder roll, but it was ineffective. Didn't do anything. And his he doesn't like have consistent energy. It's either he does nothing in a round or it's all out. It's got to be more small bursts throughout each round. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Space.
Conserve your energy more instead of just going 3 minutes hard one round, 3 minutes of just nothing. But then in the 8th round, when he was landing he started landing left hooks to the body. That was killing Kovalev. As we know, Kovalev can't handle body shots, aka Andre Ward. As for Kovalev, he looked great. 36 years old, still can do the damn thing. That sets up the Canelo fight.
He's too big for Canelo.
Man, if Anthony Yarde and Andre Ward are hurting that weighted body, I think Canelo cuts him down before the 5th round, bro.
Really?
Oh my god. He hits harder than both of them. Watch. If they set that fight, if Kovalev is smart, he does not fight Canelo Alvarez. He fights one of the...
Are they going to fight at cruiserweight? Or
light heavyweight.
They are going to fight at light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Canelo is going to probably... He's a lot smaller, right?
Oh, he's going to look like a fucking tank.
He's going to look like Mike Tyson.
He's going to literally look like Mike Tyson. It's going to be insane. He's like 5'8", and he'll be 175 pounds. It's all good, chill. So then that's terrible for Kovalev's life. I think it gets a huge payday, but there's no... If you can't spend the money, you got brain damage, you can't eat food.
But what if he beats Canelo?
Then that'd be the greatest win of his career.
Absolutely. Would it ruin Canelo's? No, you went up so many weight classes.
No, I don't think so. He's gone up so much weight.
That's a good person to lose to.
Yeah, for sure.
If you know boxing. We got the pound for pound best fighter fighting this week.
Right.
Probably my favorite boxer.
Crazy.
Besides Errol Spence right now is
the Matrix, Vasily Lomachenko.
Woo!
Oh my god, you gotta stop doing that. What do you think?
Oh man, Lomo's gonna go hard. Lomo's the best. I'm gonna get a Lomo tee.
Get a Matrix teacher, they're sick.
Oh my gosh, Lomo's gonna put him to sleep. He's probably fighting a Cam. I heard he's okay.
I think Luke Campbell, the guy he's fighting, weirdly enough, is a gold medalist in the Olympics. I don't understand. Like, why have you not won a world title? Luke Campbell is going to get dealt with, I say, inside 6. It's just going to accumulation of damage. Lomachenko's angles and speeds and switching stances is just simply too much for anybody in that division to handle.
And he's the best.
He's just the best.
He's so different, man.
Co-main event. We got Hughie Fury, Tyson's little cousin, is fighting Alexander Povetkin, so that's going to be interesting. Hughie's coming off a loss to Kubrat Pulev. Huh?
It's this week, eh?
Yeah, and Povetkin's coming off of that loss to Anthony Joshua, which he looked good in. I think Povetkin knocks out Hughie Fury. I was talking to a lot of people online. Shout out to Hardcore Boxing. He had Hughie Fury thinks Hughie's gonna outbox him, but we'll see. We will see.
So I'm at work, and I'm talking to Mike, and he goes, "Brady, you better watch out. I was watching your Combat Hour, and I seen the little Popeye supplements one." And what it looks like is Marshall's going to give you the Sparta kick out of the Combat Hour and start doing this thing by himself.
What? Why would you think that?
I don't know.
When did I ever say that it was?
No, he was just saying that as a joke. He's like, yeah. So, shout out again to Mike. It was funny. I'll Sparta kick him out. But we got the Tyson Fury interview. I didn't really watch it, but...
So this past week, Tyson Fury was doing his media rounds and went to ESPN, and they asked him about the Deontay Wilder fight. The date has been set, February 2nd or 20th.
Won't happen.
What, 22nd? Either the 2nd or the 22nd. And he said, yeah, it's set. Deontay Wilder can't back out. He has to fight me. I have to fight him. It's done. As long as we win our next fight, it's all done. But he said, since it's over here in America, I know I'm not going to get a fair shake because I thought it would be a fair shake, but clearly not because I got robbed last time when I clearly won the fight. I have to knock him out. He's like, so I'm going in there. I'm going to stand in front of Deontay Wilder and I'm going to knock him out. And Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman were like, holy shit, what do you mean you're going to try to knock out Deontay Wilder? Like, you will get knocked out, basically. It's like, no. If you know my style, it's always hit and move. I don't ever sit down my punches. Watch me sit down on a punch and you'll see what kind of damage I can do. I thought it was just insane, like crazy. And it's a dare to be great move, man. Good on you. Shout out to Tyson Fury. Check out the interview if you haven't seen it. And then the interview that the combat world has been talking about all week, Conor McGregor.
It was actually a good interview.
Ariel Helwani's a savage for some of those questions he was asking.
Yeah.
What do you think? Go.
It was good to actually hear Conor in his own words. Like, we haven't really heard from him himself besides tweets.
Okay.
And I think he's going to fight soon.
He said within this year it's possible, yeah.
So, I mean, we got a lot.
Honestly, though, I don't think we, like, I can't defend Conor McGregor anymore, man. He punched an old man in the face, like.
It was 5 months ago.
It doesn't matter, we just found about it now. The Dolly situation, him jumping in a ring and attacking a ref, like, okay, whatever. All these things, like him smashing the guy's phone in Miami, like, doesn't really matter. Like, it's all, like, stupid, irrelevant stuff. Hitting an old man in the bar with your left hand, that hand you knocked Jose Aldo out with, Chad Mendes out with, Eddie Alvarez, like, this guy sat and ate it. This guy just continued drinking, like it was nothing. I don't know, man. I don't think I can't defend it. It's bad, man. It's real bad. And then he literally was asked by Ariel.
It's already settled, though. They said.
I guess it just looks bad. Ariel asked him, "Do you have an anger problem?" And he's like, "I don't know." He didn't really know how to answer.
Yeah. He said it seems to be for his family and shit.
Yeah.
He needs to quit going out.
He's a young man. He's not old. He's only 31. Anything else you want to add in about the Conor thing? I got a couple things.
The tattoo's still strong. Still supporting. I'd like to see him versus Gaethje. That sounds nice.
Him versus Gaethje? I mean, I think I'd rather see other fights than that, but yeah.
Him versus Frankie, I think the fight's going to happen.
The thing about Conor, I think now his days as a title challenger, it's over. He's just a flash in the pan guy. So someone like Justin Gaethje doesn't really. He's a fan favorite. Like hardcore MMA fans love him, but he doesn't move the needle outside of like the casuals. You know what I'm saying? The hardcores. He doesn't get the casuals. So I think for what it takes for Conor to fight this day and age, we're going to see him every 2 to 3 years jump in for a mega fight, and then just go away, do his little whiskey thing, and then he gets the itch to fight. He comes back. There's really no reason for him to be in the rankings anymore. I don't think he is ever going to fight for the title again.
Mm-hmm.
The days of Conor McGregor fighting 2 or 3 times a year, long gone. And if you're not going to be in the sport consistently, there's no way they're going to throw you in for the title fight.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look great in his last fight. He definitely didn't look great against Floyd. He didn't do himself like disjustice. Like no one thought he was going to win.
He looked good against Floyd.
I don't know, throwing hammer fists and shit.
Floyd? What's that?
He hasn't looked good since 2016. He hasn't won a fight since 2016.
His amateur fights?
That man has not won a fight since 2016. It's almost 2020.
Mm-hmm.
That is not good.
True.
And he's still ranked in the top 5 in the lightweight division.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Yeah, number 2.
So
Pound for pound, too.
He's ranked in the pound for pound rankings?
Yeah, he's number 8.
Shit. I don't know. It's sad. It's sad to see.
But he's rich, so how could it be sad when the guy's a millionaire and we're sitting here with freaking $20 bills?
He did seem though like optimistic that he's gonna get his shit together.
Yeah.
And he did seem optimistic he's gonna get a fight through a lot of names.
Oh yeah, and he said he didn't care.
Yeah. He said he wants Khabib, Frankie, Diaz, Aldo, Gaethje. Anybody else? I miss.
He said one more. Yeah. I think the Aldo fight's gonna happen, or the Frankie one, but. I think what we need to see is Conor out of the lightweight division, back to featherweight.
Bro, he's not going down to 145.
He was a killer there, though.
Yeah, he was beating up midgets. He was beating up Willy Wonka's factory workers.
But he could arguably be the greatest featherweight.
It's arguable, yeah, but I mean, his time there was just so short-lived.
Oh,
Poirier was another guy he named.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Poirier fight.
But what else do we got this week? We got a big announcement that you forgot about.
What?
Frank Mir versus Roy Nelson 2, the rematch.
What Bellator card is that?
It comes in October 13th or 23rd. I forget what the exact date is, but it is the main event.
What does Frank Mir come for? Like 2 losses, 3 losses in a row?
He is 2 wins in his last 10. He hasn't won a fight since like 2014 because he suspended for 4 years.
He tapped the punches in his last fight.
He was winning.
He's winning. He
But
broke his mandible.
He's lost his last 4 fights.
Roy Nelson's coming out of a 2-fight losing streak.
3 fight.
3 fight.
So it's a can versus 7 losses in a row for 2 of them. But Roy's gonna hit him with that right hand.
Please tell me that's not a main event.
It is a main event.
Oh my lord. Bro, I don't know, man. Frank Mir can't take a punch. Roy Nelson can't take a punch as well as he used to.
No. But unless Frank Mir takes him down,
give me Frank Mir, but choke.
The comeback?
This is it, Frank. This is it, man. If you lose to Roy now, what are they both? 43, 44?
He won before.
Yeah, Mir beat him last time.
Yeah, destroyed him. He looked good. But it was also like 10 years ago.
I don't know.
But I got Roy Nelson by first round right hand, first minute. But yeah, I don't even know if Roy Nelson has a right hand anymore. He hasn't landed in like
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. But no, the big fight this week got announcement. Which, if you think about it, it's going to be a snooze fest.
Which one? Oh, yeah. Announce it.
Covington versus Usman at 244. Make it great again.
Bro, this is not a good fight for, like, that Khabib Conor fight was, like, very, like, this is gonna be just as heated, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is black versus white, this is Trump versus minorities, this is not a good thing. Mm-hmm. Usman is gonna be so loved because everyone hates Covington.
If he loses, though, he has a lot on his shoulder.
Yeah, he'll let down the whole world if he lets Covington win this fight. I can't stand Colby Covington.
I love him.
Holy, I hope Usman smashes him.
I like Usman a lot too, though. So it's one of those fights I don't care who wins, but I do think it's going to be a boring fight because they're going to cancel each other out, and they're going to have 2 shitty strikers.
The problem is
Covington does have better striking,
volume-wise, but Usman has more power.
Cardio, like they both have their pluses.
Yeah.
I do think Covington pulls it out with 48-47.
I think Usman will maul him and just finish him in the 4th.
Everyone keeps saying that about Covington, though.
Yeah.
What he did to Lawler was pretty impressive.
It was insane. I couldn't believe that. I thought Lawler was going to 2 that man. Test his chin.
I know. I didn't think that was going to be that dominant. But we also got Matt Brown versus Ben Saunders.
Next,
we got
Calvin Gastelum is taking on Darren Till to welcome to the 185-pound division.
Till's getting put to sleep again.
You're coming up to 185 and you want to deal with that, man? That crazy Mexican-American? Holy, have you not learned your lesson from the other Mexican-American you spot? Jorge's Puerto Rican, sorry. Jesus. Or no, he's Cuban. He's Cuban. Come on, man. Come on. That's a great fight for as long as it lasts. I think Calvin gets it done.
Calvin will put him to sleep. Darren Till will cry again.
But okay, they're both coming off of like devastating losses.
Mm-hmm.
The damage that Darren Till has taken in his last 2 fights, and the damage that Calvin took from Israel. There's something to be said about that. It's like who can recover better from that.
And will Darren Till be better without a weight cut?
I don't know, man. Yeah, he's a huge welterweight, but he's not a huge middleweight.
No.
He's like a regular size middleweight.
Yeah.
Calvin's a little small for the middleweight division, but he's made it work. He fought like the biggest middleweight in the world, Israel, to like one of the closest fights of all time.
Yeah, and Tim Kennedy. He's pretty big.
He fought Tim Kennedy?
Knocked him out second round.
Holy shit.
That was his first fight. No, second. No, he's been at middleweight before, but yeah. That's about it though for this week.
I got Calvin.
I got Kelvin. Yeah, I think so.
I think that's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Alright guys.
Lomo!
Yeah, tune into Lomo this weekend. That's the fight you're gonna want to watch. UFC's trash. We out.